Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel on C programming. So here we are continuing with the previous video, that is C basics of C function part 3. Today we are going to start with the next concept, that is programs on call by value, call by reference and the recursion. So in the previous video I already explained the concept of what is a call by value and call by reference. So I am just revising those concepts here. So what is exactly the call by value? As everyone knows how we are going to define the function, how we are declaring the function and how we are calling the function. So the call by value concept is used on the function definition and function calling. So whenever I am calling the function in the main function, so here the function calling says we have to write the function name followed by the parameters. So whenever I am passing the parameter through the function call, that are the actual parameters or the actual value of arguments, and I am passing those values to the function definition. So whenever I am passing the actual value to the function definition, or we can say that it becoming as a formal argument, so this concept is known as a call by value concept. So in this case, the changes made to the parameter inside the function have no effect on the arguments. Okay, so they are just going to change into the parameter. Okay, so by default the C programming use call by value concepts, okay, to pass the argument. It means code within the function cannot alter the argument used to call the function. Okay, so within the function definition, whatever the code we are writing or whatever operation we are writing, they are not going to alter any values. So that function operation is performed within that function only. Okay, they are not going to change, they are not going to do any changes outside the function. So that is the concept of call by value. So we'll see the program for the call by value. So here we having the program. So the program is to swap the number using call by value. So here we have to swap two numbers. Okay, so we'll write the program using function. Okay, so here first we have to declare the header lines, that is standard input output and conv.h. After that, if you can see over here, I'm just declaring the function. So how we are going to declare the function? So the syntax says return type, function name, and we have to pass these parameters. Okay, after that don't forget to use the semicolon. So this is my function declaration. So my function name is swap and the return type is a void. Okay, and I'm passing two parameters because for the swapping the two numbers I required the two parameters over here. After that we having the main function over here. Now see inside the main function, here I am declaring the two variable, that is a and b. On the initialization I am just assigning the value directly, that is 100 and 200 respectively. After that I am just having the two printf function over here, that is before swap value of a and before swap value of b. So it will be printed of value of a and b as a respectively 100 and 200. After performing this function, we are just calling the function, that is swap function. So the function calling is going to done over here. So what is exactly function calling does? So we having the swap function and a comma b. So these are two variables a and b. So whenever I am calling this function, your control is transferred to this function only. So its control is transferred to this function. So now what is this function? Void swap anti-x comma anti-y. Now you can see the difference of the variable name. Okay, inside the main function I having the variable name as a and b, and outside the main function or in a function definition we having the variable name as x and y. As I told you in the previous part or the previous lecture, that is the variable name doesn't matter, only values are passed to these parameters or values are passed to this argument. Okay, so we are just passing the a and b value to this x and y. Okay, so now after passing the value to this x and y, here you can see the logic of the program, that is void swap. Inside the function we having int temp, we are taking one temporary variable, then x value is assigned to temp, y value is assigned to x, and temp value is assigned to x. So we are just exchanging or interchanging the values of x and y. So this operation will be worked inside that function only. After calling that function, we'll having the again to printf function, that is after swap value and the after swap value of a, after swap value of b. Okay, here I just forget to write the b over here. Okay, so it will be by mistakenly. So here are the two functions a and b. Okay, so that will be printed as a value of a and b. So this is my logic. Now on the right hand side of window you can see the output over here. After performing this program, first two lines are the before swap function, we having the a and b value as 100 and 200 respectively. After performing this function, after performing the swap function, that is this, after calling this function, we are printing the value of a and b. Again it will be printed as 100 and 200. Why the values are not changed? As the previous slide says here, see program call the value, pass the argument. It means the code within the function cannot alter the arguments. Okay, used to call the function. Okay, so the logic will be remain same for that function only. It will be not altering the value after the function. Okay, so after the function, the original values of a and b will be printed as it is. There is no changes after calling the function. Is it clear everyone? So that is the concept of call by value. Okay, now we are moving to the next concept, that is call by reference. So here we having the concept of call by reference. So what is the meaning of the call by reference? As a call by value, we are just calling the value or we are just assign the value to the actual parameter to the formal parameters. Now in a call by reference, what we having in a actual parameter. So actual parameter which is in the main function, right? So the actual parameter we are having the address of the variable, and in a formal parameter we having the pointer of that variable. So here basically in a call by reference we are using the concept of pointer. So arguments pointer are passed to the function. Okay, so we'll see the concept of the call by reference. The call by reference method of passing the argument to the function copies the address of argument in a formal parameter. Okay, so they are just copying the address of that variable. Instead of value of variable, they are just copying the address of variable. So inside the function, the address is used to access the actual argument used in the call. It means changes made to the parameter affect the pass argument. Okay, in the previous concept, that is call by value, we are not doing any changes in the after calling the function. Okay, so in a call by reference we are doing the changes because we are just calling the address of that variable or we are just passing the address of variable. So we'll see the program using the pointer. Okay, so here we having the program. We are writing the same program for the call by reference. So the program says, like we having the same function void swap. Here you can see the difference in the previous program and this program. Here we are having the variable with the star. Okay, or we can say that it is a indirect variable. Okay, so the indirect operator, that is a star operator. Okay, so here we having this. So this is a pointer variable. So pointer variable means what? The pointer are storing the address of another variable. Okay, so here the concept of pointer we are using in the function, right? So this is just my function declaration. Now see the logic over here. in a main function, again I am taking the two variable a and b which having the value 100 and 200 respectively. So again, before swap value a and b, the value of a and b will be printed as it is. Here, after this performing this printf function, I am calling this swap function. Okay, so this swap function, here you can see the changes. Like in a previous program, I am just writing here a and b. Here, before the variable, I am just using ampersand sign. So this is my direct operator, or this is the address of operator. So here they are storing the address of a and address of b, or they can access the address of a and address of b. Okay, so they are just passing this variable or this address to this formal parameter, that is x and y. Okay, so printf, so this is my swap variable. So whenever I am calling this function, the control will transfer to this swap function and will be performing the operation like this. So we are having the temporary variable. In a temporary variable, star x will be copied. Now what is exactly the star x? So this is a pointer x. So the indirect variable which is retrieving the value of address given. So on the star x, what they are storing? They are storing the ampersand a. On the x variable, they are storing the ampersand a, means address of a. Okay, so on the x, they are storing the address of a. Whenever I am saying the star x, means on address of a, what is the actual values is stored. So address of a, inside the address of a, which value is stored? That is 100. On address of b, which value is stored? 200. So whenever I am retrieving the star x, it will be retrieving 100. On star y, it will be retrieving the 200. So this swap operation perform, and after the calling the function, again I am performing the printf function after swap value of a and b. So again, so they are printing the a and b value as a swapping value 200 and 100, because in a call by reference, I am just referencing the address of another variable, and that address is stored in a pointer variable. So the value will change after calling the function. In a previous concept, the value will remain same after calling the function. Here value will be changed. Okay, so here we are using the call by reference concept to perform the program using the pointer or call by reference. So here is the difference between, you can see the difference between the call by value and call by reference. Okay, now we are moving to the next topic, that is a recursion. So it is one of the important concept in the function, that is a recursion. So now what is exactly the recursion? Okay, so the recursion means what? We are just processing, or we are just calling the function, or the function is calling itself again and again. It's known as a recursion. Okay, so we have till now we having the what is exactly the function, what are the types or the categories of the function declaration, how we are function definition, how we are declaring the function, how we are calling the function. Okay, so the function can be use the call by value concept, or it can be used by the call by reference concept. Now it is a next topic, that is a recursion. So the recursion concept is more means what? Like I'm just writing one function definition. Inside that function definition, I'm calling that function again and again. So that is, or function is calling itself again and again, is known as a recursion. Okay, so you can see the syntax over here. So we having the main function over here. Inside the main function, I'm calling the function the recursion. Okay, so control will be transferred to that recursion function, and inside that recursion function again they are calling itself as a recursion. So function is calling itself as a repeatedly or again and again. So that is known as a recursion. Okay, so we'll see the concept in the detail into the next video. So we'll going to see the programs on the recursion in the next video. Thank you.